everybody. Sorry, I'm just like cleaning up my view because on YouTube it's like you get the full view of my messy couch. But anyway, hi, if you're here, I have this going on TikTok and on YouTube again. So, and yeah, wow, it's really messy on the YouTube. So sorry, guys. I'm like, I didn't clean up. I forgot it's wider. Anyway, hello. So talking about women's national team versus Costa Rica. We got our starting lineup. It looks the exact same as against Mexico with one exception, which is that Crystal Dunn is in for Jenna Neiswanger. Concerningly, Neiswanger not even on the bench. Where can we watch? TNT or True TV. And I believe that the alternative cast with Sam Ewis and Raj is on Max. So you've got a lot of options going your way as well. Oh, glad to see you on YouTube. Yes, I'm trying to diversify with both, but on YouTube you get the full, like the YouTubers can see that I've got slippers over here in my frame still. So that's really exciting. Let's see. Yeah, so if Juan Carlos overplaying Jenna did this, I will fight him. Yeah, there's some rumors online that Jenna Neiswanger is on a minutes restriction or is resting. I would buy that this was rotational if she were on the bench. That would make a lot of sense to me. She's not even on the bench. She's not even available there. So she's not here. I have to imagine that's an injury. Generally, that's not rotational. So a little bit concerning here. That would probably mean you have to pull Emily Sams into, the full team, I would think. But hopefully it's nothing. Hopefully it's just some caution. But it is extremely concerning to see her not even listed as available and not suited up today. So if anybody has more information on that, because it may start coming out as I'm sitting here talking to you all, then yeah, let me know. And if you're wondering why I'm looking in multiple places, just a reminder, I am here on TikTok. I'm also here on YouTube. So I'm trying to check comments in both places and answer everything. I'm on YouTube. Cassidy, I'm on YouTube. It's there. It should be live. It says I'm live. There's 7 people in here. There were 9 a second ago, which is very funny because it's YouTube, the gaining traction on the lives is different. But, I wonder, can everybody on YouTube hear? Let's see. I don't know. Okay, we got some reactions there, but yeah. So anyway, let's see. Do I have an update on Jenna? I haven't seen it. Emma said it was for rest. Okay, good. People on YouTube can hear. Amazing. Thank you for that. Appreciate you. Yeah, so Jenna Neiswanger is a healthy scratch is what they're saying. I have some questions about this. I don't really know why you're healthy scratching somebody during the Olympic run-up. Okay, YouTube is running well. Okay, folks on YouTube are confirming it's running well, and on TikTok, y'all seem to be thriving as usual. Do I know where we can watch the matches when the Olympics starts? Yes, it's going to be some form of NBC. I think Peacock will have everything for you to watch on demand later. So I will give you the full channels of who's broadcasting what and where as we lead up to it. Trust me, I got you. Score predictions, this is a Costa Rica team that dug pretty deep and, had a few good outcomes in the Gold Cup. So, and they don't have to worry about going to the Olympics. This is kind of their outing. So, I could see them digging in and having a good go, but I think we're going to get this one 2 or 3-0. I think this one is meant to be a confidence booster ideally, but, look, I'm okay if we are building up, right? I'm okay if things look a little bit. I'm not in panic mode from the match against Mexico. Even if tonight looks not great, I'm not going to be in panic mode. It's fine if this builds and gets better as we go. So, do you think we'll see any Spirit players tonight? Any update on Neiswanger? Everybody's saying Neiswanger is a healthy scratch. Dunn is a defender today. She's playing left back with no Neiswanger. I'm a little bit curious what's going on with Casey Kruger that she hasn't been coming in. So I'm not sure what's going on there. But I don't think you'll see all the Spirit players just because Neiswanger's not even rostered tonight, so you can't possibly. Okay, Kai Havertz enthusiast has 4-1 USA for me. Do I think Sweden will qualify to the Euros? Yes, I'm not worried about it. Look at the teams that they have to play in the play-in. I'm not worried about it. It's not going to be a fun Euros when we get to the Euros because we're going to have to play the seeding of the draw is going to be kind of brutal, but they're going to get there. Lily, thank you for your kind words. I very much appreciate it over on YouTube. Let's see. Any Hal tonight? No idea. I don't think it makes a lot of sense to play Hal. Just I'm not sure it made a lot of sense to play Croy. But I guess you want them to have some time, I guess, in case they have to jump in. But yeah. Oh, we got this. Kristen wants to talk about Ireland's game today. Yeah, Ireland demolished France. But that was France's B team. And that's France's biggest issue going into this Olympics is that France has a pretty steep drop off, particularly in the midfield, from their first and second string, essentially. Did I see the Oberdorf injury? It doesn't look ideal for Germany. Yeah, no, it looked bad. That looks like an ACL. I'm sorry. I know we don't want to. It's kind of who should not be named, but yeah, it's that's what that injury looked like. Hopefully, I'm wrong because a healthy Oberdorf is just so fun to watch. But no, Oberdorf is a massive problem for Germany. Why scratch Jenna over just playing her? I don't get it. Apparently a healthy scratch apparently needs a rest. I don't know what's going on there, but it's not something I would do. If Jenna unfortunately is hurt and can't make it to the Olympics, do you think Corey's next step? No. I think maybe you call it it's Hal or it's Emily. It just depends on where you're thinking of plugging depth, but I don't think Corey comes in of that group, unfortunately. You've just still got too much depth at the 10. Will Morgan ever come back to the U.S. Women's National Team? Maybe for a farewell. I don't see it at this point. I think I kind of thought this tournament would be her last tournament if she ended up in it, but she didn't. So, does Jenna still worry me defensively? Yes, she does. She does, but it's not going to be a thing that changes because it's a 1v1 defending issue. That's the problem. So I mean, that's going to take her another year or two to learn. Let's see. Knowing the great attacking defense we have, why doesn't Emma Hayes try the new alternates? I think there's a lot of just trying to create time under tension for these different combinations and make them stick. I'm a little bit surprised to see the same central midfield today as we did last time. That seems a little bit like trying to put a square peg into a round hole. I don't think this is our midfield, but could be wrong. Morgan's coming back for the next World Cup and start. I would love to see it. I mean, there have certainly been players who've done it. You never know. What I think your best midfield is chemistry-wise. I would like to see any combination with Shaw in there. Unfortunately, right now, I think our best combo, I do think probably the best combo that we know works right now is Horan, Albert, and Coffey. I thought that's what we ended up seeing tonight. I thought we'd see us regressing to that. But at the same time, we know maybe that's already something that works. So let's see. Everybody's asking what the midfield should be. I don't understand the lack of time for Shaw. I think Rose Lavelle is one of our strongest players on the ball, but that doesn't. Lindsay Horan is so good at moving off the ball, and you kind of want somebody that ebbs and flows with her, which Kat Macario was doing. So that's kind of the concern. Options on Lindsay, or I've seen these opinions, but it could be options. I mean, yeah, you can take Lindsay Horan out of the starting lineup, and you've got a whole host of different combinations and things that could work for you. But we don't seem to be willing to do that, and that's okay. I'm not on the Lindsay Horan hater end of the spectrum, but I don't know that she's a definitive has to be starting every match thing, other than frankly from a size and aerial presence perspective, because we're kind of a small team. Other than Tierna Davidson, kind of a small team. So it's kind of nice to have somebody with a little bit of size on them. Do I think Australia can top the group? No. I think our group is the weakest group in the tournament. I'm going to say that right now. The way I've been, I expect us to top this group the way everybody's been looking. But, could very much be wrong. That is my expectation. I don't think that Zambia looks particularly good. I don't think Australia looks particularly good. Germany, if they don't have Oberdorf, that's going to be rough. They are a rough watch without her. So I'm not worried about Sweden after not qualifying. Not any more worried than I was. I mean, they're going to qualify for Euros. They're just going to have a rough group. And I think we need to, unfortunately, have a conversation about Aslani versus Kafaji, because Kafaji's got to start. I'm sorry. I love Kosovadi Aslani. I love her. I will listen to her talk whenever she talks. She's done a lot of great things for Sweden. But Kafaji is the future, and things get noticeably better when she's on the pitch. Yeah, Christian, I don't disagree with you. I think Corbin plays better with Lindsay Horan. I think we just have to also kind of acknowledge that too, than Rose Lavelle does. So it's, it's unfortunate, but that's just what setting aside everything else, it's just, I think there are midfields that are going to long-term be a higher ceiling for us, but right now that is the best midfield combination that I know of that we've seen. Fox or Dunn forward. Which one's going to go forward? That's got to be Fox all day, I would think. Rose is stronger, way stronger. Yeah, but they provide different things. I think again, I think that there is some necessity for having some size out there. Okay, good. My foster pug Lucy is pulling random stuff down, so that's always a good sign. Am I going to watch the alt cast? Probably not. I'm probably going to watch the traditional. But if y'all tell me at halftime I should switch to the alt cast, I will. So, do I prefer Dunn or Nicewanger at left back? I prefer Casey Kruger. I'm like, neither. Thoughts on Sonnet? She's there. She's like, she'll pop in. I thought she was okay at outside back. That was better than I was expecting. But, I think she's got very specific use cases, as I've, long said. And she needs to be in there creating chaos. Best team going into the Olympics. It's probably still Spain. I think France's starting lineup is extremely strong. I think France will make a very good showing with their starting lineup. But toward the back end of the tournament, I expect to see them struggling because I just don't think that the players they're going to have to rotate in are as strong. So we will see. But other teams, I'm very curious about Brazil. Brazil's lineups and Brazil's rosters have probably seen the most change. Other than the U.S. The other team, actually, I need to shout out, and I hate admitting it, but I think Canada. I think Canada's a contender for this one. I really do. I think Canada looks pretty good. So if Canada's not in the semifinal, I would be surprised. Let's see. Japan's been kind of all over the place. Japan has changed a lot of their lineup too. So I don't know yet. They always get the tactics right for the most part, but we will see. This is a tricky one, and I don't think they've been that strong since the World Cup. So, with Endo out, no Endo is a problem. All right, U20 is up 1-0 over Mexico. Love to see it. I'm bored of USA versus Canada. I am too. I don't want to see us play them. But I do think it's a Canada's credit. They've gotten more fun to watch recently. I enjoy that. But the attack is starting to flow. The defense has always been very respectable. Caroline for Brazil at the Olympics is going to be fun, Matt. Assuming she's healthy, or they may be, just deciding to take a gamble and see if she gets healthy. Who knows? Can England bring home what? I don't it's going to be a minute before they get another chance to bring anything home. Serena's refusal to make subs for England infuriates me. Yeah, but at the same time, they didn't need a win there. They just need to hold a tie. And for most of the match today, Sweden wasn't doing shit. Sweden didn't start doing anything until Kafaji and Bedison came in the 63rd. And then she had to make changes, and she did make some responsive changes. Okay, Root Beer, you come on up then. Come on up. Just slide on through this. Okay, come on. All right, we're back. Okay. Let's see. Excited to see press back over the summer. We will see. I'm cautious on it, but I think that's happening. I think we're going to get her back. But Becky tweets out today we're going to see Casey Fair at some of the Summer Cup games, so that's exciting. Do I think if the U.S. doesn't medal and looks as bad as they did at the World Cup, Emma will be pushed out? No. I think Emma has no expectations. I think we could get grouped, and I think Emma Hayes keeps her job. And rightfully so. This was not the hire that was made to medal at the World Cup. Medal at the Olympics. Nobody cares. Not nobody cares. We obviously all care, right? We want to win a medal. We want to get gold. We want to do all this. But in terms of expectations on her for the job, I cannot imagine that anybody agrees to take a job where you only have 6 weeks to prepare for a major tournament, and if it goes sideways, you're not keeping your job. I just can't see it. So this has all been about building for 2027, building, for the future, and helping shepherd in a new era of players and a new time for this program. So no, she will, we could get grouped and she will keep the job. So let's see. Oh, there was a Copper Queens question. Hold on, I'm going back. I don't know if they're getting out of the group, but we'll see. I don't know. This is the beautiful part is most teams can get out of the group and then start to surprise people. This thing is a sprint. So, but I don't know that I have them advancing currently. Do I think Spain should have beaten? Are we saying Czechia now? Are we saying or Czechia? Or which one are we? I don't know if it's a hard seed or soft. I think we are, I guess. But I think they probably should have, but I think a lot of those players have just had a bunch of time off, which is nice for them, and sometimes it takes a minute for things to gel again. Okay, so we're saying Czechia. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm like, I don't remember what I've just been saying Czech Republic anyway, but I'd like to respect the change if they are making a change. Let's see. I wish Emma Hayes had the players fight for their starting spots more, similar to the way Lynn Williams does constantly with the other attacking players. Yeah, it seems like she's pretty set on the starting lineup, which is a good and a bad thing. We play in the Olympics next week, so there's not a lot of time to be changing your starting lineup. We saw last World Cup with Vlatko, our starting lineup changed quite a bit between the friendly and then when we actually got out there, and it was shocking to even the players that were involved. So I don't know that that's always a good idea either. Thoughts on Dunn back on defense? I would like to see Casey Kruger. Don't understand why I'm not seeing it. Like, she didn't play last match. She's not playing this match. I'm starting to get a little concerned about health, frankly, because these are not moves that inspire confidence that Nice-Longer and Kruger are healthy. So, what's up with Casey Kruger? I don't know. She is the only player on the 18 roster that didn't play any minutes on Saturday, other than Casey Murphy. So I don't know. I do not know. So I think Emma is making them too cautious in the box. No, I think it's an adjustment of these are players who, for the most part, thrive in the transition, and so they're used to. Like, the beautiful part about the transition, right? Your chances are a lot cleaner, and they're a lot not cleaner, but they're more obvious to you. Like, this is a chance on goal. Like, this is how we move on goal. Like, it's those split second things. And sometimes as you are working on these styles of play that are more designed to break down a low block, it's a little bit harder to figure out your windows. So it's always going to be a little nonlinear. We're going to see progression. There's progression and regression depending on how people are learning different routes or adjusting for each other. So we'll see. I'm not worried about it though. Do you think our midfield could find success in a 4-4-2? I think they could have. I don't know that we currently have the personnel that I would like to see for a 4-4-2. I think, frankly, Alex Morgan would have been kind of needed for that. So it was a midfield issue and more of a up top issue. If we play as well as we did versus Sweden at the World Cup, could we win? Yeah. I think the U.S. could absolutely win a gold medal. I have not ruled that out at all. I would put them in the contenders as well. But I also, again, I think this is just for Emma Hayes professionally. I think it's very low expectations. I do not think her job is at risk, even if it goes very wrong. I want Sanchez back on the national team. A lot of people do. She's playing better than she ever has. Sweden game was meh. I was hoping they'd beat England. It was a rough watch. I think we've got our starting midfield wrong for Sweden. I just do. So I think until that midfield changes, then it's going to be a kind of a rough watch. And no Blackstenius is really hard because I think Blackstenius really can stretch backlines in a nice way. How do we watch the Olympics? Probably Peacock. That's probably going to be your best bet. So it's Peacock or one of the NBC channels. I will have all that info for you closer in. Oh, somebody's knocking on my door. So, okay. This is weird. All right. I'm going to go deal with that. So I'm going to end my stream early. I will catch you all at halftime. Oh. Sorry, y'all.